So we've opened up this channel for even more divinity to have its full sway in, through, and as our very life. Feel what that feels like. Allow to heal all that is ready to be healed. Allow for the disintegration of all that no longer serves you for your highest and best good. Just release and surrender that with your exhale so deep that it exhales through the soles of your feet, back to Gaia, Mother Earth, to recycle, refresh, restore, make new, repurpose. Allowing for divine insight, permitting divine revelation, embracing all aspects of wholeness. So we've opened the portal for our divinity, even bolder and wider and stronger, bigger and deeper than any other time before. So now I invite you to open the portal for all that is sacred to reach you with ease and with grace. You can affirm for yourself and remind yourself, I allow all that is sacred for me, meant for me, to reach me with ease and with grace. With your willingness, allow for this portal for all that is sacred to be opened wider and bigger and bolder and stronger than at any other point in time for you ever before. If you're willing, turn up the dial, open the portal, willing to receive all that is sacred and meant for me now, for my highest and best good. Inviting you now to open the portal for all that is holy, even bigger and bolder and stronger and wider than at any other point in time before. By your willingness and receptivity, allow for all that is holy and meant for your highest and best good to reach you now. Consider allowing for your holiness to be as big as it's ever been. The song lyric chant from Byers Beckwith, I want to live in a holy, holy way. See how that feels to repeat that for yourself as a mantra. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. So to allow for all that is divine, to allow for all that is sacred, to allow for all that is holy, to reach us, I just invite you to surrender, release, let go all that no longer serves you in the conscious, unconscious, subconscious, any level of mind. Just let it go through the soles of your feet back to Gaia, Mother Earth, to recycle, refresh, restore, make new, make purposeful, repurpose. Let it go by your willingness. You don't need to label it. It's yours to release. Bless and release. Bless and release. Bless and release. Just gently wipe the soles of your feet across Gaia, Mother Earth, releasing any remnants back to the earth to process, recycle, restore. Just allow for the heart space to fill with gratitude with your next breath. Gratitude for this time of stillness and remembering. Grateful to embrace all that is within you, all the divinity, all that is sacred, all that is holy. Again, we breathe in this profound gratitude. Just breathe that in. And we exhale out even more gratitude as we bring our awareness and attention back to the body temple even more fully. Just be certain you can feel yourself within the chair. Whatever's supporting you, you may want to just tap the fingertips gently together. Feel the weight of your body on the chair. Return present to this moment. And when you're ready, just gently in your own time allow for the outer eyes to open as we prepare the sanctuary space for the continuation of our Sunday service. And this concludes the meditation portion. So grateful to each of you. I am. Namaste.
Look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. Come together in the name of love. We come together. Morning, everybody. We come together in the name of love. No, that ain't it. Somebody tell the drummer what we're playing. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together in the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together in the name every walk of life, every creed and color. In kinship we unite, in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet now. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Where? Right here. Right now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Center for the Realization of Spirit in Redlands. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube. My name is Ann, and it is truly an honor and a privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a new thought, spiritual community, and all-inclusive to all the spiritual truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into the world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand and allow us to properly greet you. All familiar faces, welcome. We are delighted to have you all with us today. A gentle reminder to please silence your cell phones and place them safely away so you may participate more fully in the service. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne.
And so just as we're getting started, prior to the centering music, I wanted to thank Gilman and Friends for the beautiful Eastern Ukraine fundraising concert. Give a hand for them. We want to thank Jim, Pat, Hank, the Neverleys, Dan and Cindy, and also for Ellen and all those who are in attendance. To give today, you can do that in the Lucite box in the back, and online, you can click on share on Facebook. You'll see the concert online. Share it on your personal social media, and we'll try to boost it and have the general population give even more to our beloved brothers and sisters and friends in Ukraine. Thank you, everybody.
Where does the answer lie? We live from day to day. If it's something we
So I invite us to take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Let's do that in together now. As we exhale and gently release all that doesn't match, all that is divine. We further exhale, release, and surrender all that is not sacred. And we further release all that is not holy. And so as we return to our normal breathing, we take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And as we exhale, nothing opposes that. Good. Just release it. Feel that it is clear. Any remnants, you may easily slip away with your breath or through the soles of your feet back to Gaia, Mother Earth, to recycle, refresh, restore, make new. I know that this power and presence, this love that created the intelligence that created me and you, whole, complete, and perfect, is having its full sway right here and right now. In this place, in this space, it's in me, it's in you. It is right where I am. It is right where you are. Do you believe that? If you do, just say, the Spirit is right where I am. The Spirit of good is right where I am. Yes, perfect God, perfect man. This is what I know to be true, and so it is from this place of unification and oneness that I speak a word of blessing for today's service, knowing it continues to unfold with joy, with ease, with grace, with a sense of surprise and surrender, so that the highest word, the highest good can be spoken, so that everyone within the sound of my voice and all those who sing, all those who read, all those who help today with the service are both blessed and a blessing, that it reaches, it transforms, it heals, it reveals. It allows for a greater good to unfold with ease and with grace, with nothing opposing it. So again, we call forth for peace right here, right now within ourselves. Feel that peace, try to find the peace within ourselves. And we take that peace now to our families. We're going to take the peace now through our city. We're going to take that peace now through the entire state. It's a vibration, a frequency that cannot be opposed. It's the truth with the capital T. We take this idea of peace, this vibration and frequency of peace now throughout the entire United States. It can permeate all who try to stop. All lower frequencies and vibrations are absorbed into the highest frequency for peace to have its full sway right here and right now. We take it through the world, take it through the oceans, the galaxies, the stars. Take it to all the places in conflict and in strife. There are so many. Do you know in your mind where they all are? Spirit knows and makes a way where I, as a human, may not be able to see a way. Hold the highest vibration of peace. Take it together now to Ukraine, every city, village, and town, north to south, east to west. Sending a peace shield so that only peace may permeate. Blessing all the animals and children. Some born have never known peace in their country. Some being discarded as people are fleeing. We take this highest idea of peace to the Gaza Strip, blessing Palestine, blessing Israel, seeing peace as the highest idea in all people who can make a change right now in their mind and in their policies toward peace, for peace with a capital P. Let's see that and proclaim it and know it and stand on the rock of truth about that. Seeing peace in Sudan, in Armenia, in the Middle East. Calling for peace in all places throughout the world. Let's see it in our mind's eye and in our hearts and hold it there. Knowing that Spirit knows how to make the crooked pathways straight. Seeing humanitarian aid reach all those in need. seeing shelter for those who are unsheltered, seeing food for those who are starving. Reach those places in need right here and right now. No delay. Anything that is previously blocked or hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed, this good, let it slip away and be replaced by the truth that Spirit is at hand, God is at hand, life is at hand, love is at hand, the universe is at hand, intelligence is at hand, peace is at hand right here and right now, and must have its full sway. Allow it. Allow it, see it. Stand on this rock of truth forevermore until it is made manifest on earth. And so we bless all those who've called our prayer ministries. Say your own name out loud, Brother Mark. Say the names out loud of all those who you hold in prayer. Barbara Adams, Jimmy, Joanne, my family, Margaret. Speak the words of the names. Spirit knows the names. Spirit knows the last words of your prayers even before they're uttered, and says, yes, you are my beloved in whom I am well pleased. Yes, you are whole, complete, and perfect. Yes, I created you as a masterpiece of the divine, nothing missing, lacking, needing, nor wanting. This is the truth. Everything else is untrue. Whole, complete, perfect. Say to yourself, I am whole, complete, and perfect right here and right now. I am whole, complete, and perfect right here and right now. That is the truth. That's what I affirm, see, know, and invite you to do the same. And so let's just allow for our hearts to fill with gratitude for the time we make to be together in spiritual community. Grateful for any insight, revelation, healing, transformation, wisdom, download for good. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. And so if I have forgotten a prayer that you have asked, know that Spirit knows and it's answered. Yes, yes, yes. You are the beloved. Yes, yes, yes. Just say to yourself, yes, yes, and yes. I am the beloved in whom Spirit is well pleased. This is the truth. So now I may release my word to the law of life, indeed knowing it is fulfilled, indeed knowing it is done. And I only look for the manifest word now. And together we say, and so it is. So I'd like to invite up Holly for a reading. The words were written by Talia Hunter.
Legend says that before you were born, you were given a map of your life. This map contained the greatest joys, sorrows, dreams, heartaches, and challenges of your life, and the people you would likely encounter along each step of the path. But the second that you enter the world, it is forgotten, and for each other person in existence, they forget their map. And though at first it remains invisible, through each and every encounter with life, you attempt to recreate what you have forgotten, but believe to be true deep within your soul. And through challenges, a voice within you tells you to keep moving forward, for you are an alchemist. And though bad things may happen, you can make good things out of them. And though life is much like chess, where once you make a move, you cannot unmake it. It is never too late for you to recreate the future through the present moment, and in so doing, rewrite the past. And through tears, when people exit your life, a deep wisdom within you tells you that this is as it must be, and that one day you will be reunited. And that no matter how unlikely it may seem, them leaving you occurred for a higher purpose beyond what you can presently fathom. And though they may have had to go, this was a planned part of your path. For your journey here is merely temporary, and as a small speck within your entire existence. And you must remember on the map that each step is not purely defined by the action you take in the physical world, but what is happening energetically within you, healing past trauma and wounds, and finding love, forgiveness, and acceptance. And you may trust during times of stillness or inaction that the arrow is being pulled backwards so that it can be pulled forwards. And when love seems to evade you, you may be reminded of the fact that you are your own soulmate before you are someone else's. And it matters not who exits or enters your life, for you are your own home. And on a deeper energetic level, all are one, as all are connected. And though you may regret past steps you have taken, you cannot fault yourself for getting lost in life when you had forgotten the map. But you may trust that you will slowly acquire it through each experience, and that you will eventually find your way. And all will make sense in the end once you read The Other Side. Words by Thalia Hunter.
We seem to be talking about the passage of time. I am a being in time, I am a time being. Being a being in time, I grow and I change. I am a being in time, I am a time being. Growing and changing is how I am a being in time. I am a being in time, I am a time being. Being a being in time, I grow and I change. I'm a being in time, I am a time being. Growing and changing is how I am a being in time. Spending my time just being, I'm spending my time. My time being of the essence, I've an essential connection in time. The times being what they are, I am what I'm being in time. And like all other time beings, I'm constantly becoming in time. I am a being in time, I am a time being. Being a being in time, I grow and I change. I am a being in time, I am a time being. Growing and changing is how I am a being in time. Time spent being can't be time wasted, but being gets wasted in time. When time stops being for me, I'll cease being a being in time. There'll be no need for feet to move, and no need for eyes to be seen. But I love seeing you now, being here with you, if only for the time being. I am a being in time,
incomparable Al Yankee. That is an original, right? An original composition?
That was actually inspired by something Reverend Bomberry, Victoria Bomberry
Victoria
said. She said, I'm a being in time.
I
I'm a
love
time
that.
being.
I love that. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Al Yankee. Al, whenever you want to come up and just hit the keys, you're always welcome. So does everybody know what the topic is for the day? Synchronicity. What is synchronicity? So first I asked Alexa, and then I'll ask you. This is what she says. As a noun, it's a state of being synchronous or simultaneous. Did everybody catch that? And then there's a second definition. Coincidences that seem to be meaningfully related, supposedly the result of universal forces. Isn't that good? I shall repeat it. 1 sec, I'm going to come with the mic. So I'm going to allow everybody to give a one sentence. You can use the word "and" if you have something for synchronicity in a minute. So, and I was shocked because Alexa used the word supposedly, right? She said, supposedly the result of universal forces. So what else would it be, right? Could it be that we're energetic frequencies or magnets that attract our good? There was a quote coming to me in the beginning when I was just sitting there. You might have seen this before online a while back. It was, you're only one decision away from an entirely different life. And that's true, because you're a being in time. What's the rest of it? I'm a time being, right? And in spirit, there's no time. And therein lies the rub. And you have that free will, right? We have free will. We have to remember that. So coincidences that seem to be meaningfully related, supposedly the result of universal forces. That's the AI, version. So who has, let's see if this will work. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. It is now working. No? Yes? Yes. I give it. Test. Test. Hello. Hello?
Einstein was credited to have said, coincidence is just God choosing to remain anonymous.
I love that.
I would say synchronicity is evidence of alignment.
Did everybody catch all those? So good. Do you have one? Sir? Sir? Anybody on this side and the rowdy side? This time, this is the rowdy side. Last time, everybody spread out really nicely today. Yeah. I know, I liked it. Last week we were like this. So everything happens this is a reading that I picked up. The reason that we're doing the topic is from Gerald Sinclair. It was a post on Facebook, and I thought it kind of made sense. So let's just see if it does. Everything happens for a reason. This is his point of view. And then I want you to find your own point of view within all this, right? We never tell you what to believe here in the center. We're just encouraging you to find what your spirit believes, right? And we don't force any dogma upon anybody. We're just sharing ideas and wisdom. Everything happens for a reason, and we never meet anyone by mere coincidence. We must always remember this because it is so important. And so I'm going to break down from the first paragraph something that happened yesterday. I was at work in a large public area, and in one of my other, careers that I do, and there was somebody I locked eyes with, and it was like an amazing, for a minute. It was not even a minute. It was maybe 10 seconds. Have you ever done that with anybody? Like across the room, you just have this acknowledgement. But it wasn't really from me as much as I just looked up and received this incredible gift of love. There's this tall dude. And then he came over and came by, and we spoke for a minute, and I'm trying to remember how it all went down, except for this, the main important part of it was, he said, you do realize I'm not going to buy anything from you? And I go, I know. I didn't care about any of that. And he said, his name was Mark. And I'm wearing a name tag that has my middle name, Bradley. So I pulled up my ID and I said, I also am Mark with a K. And then it was just such a beautiful moment for sharing. And he said, I met his either wife or partner. And I said, did he meet you the same way with that beautiful, acknowledge? And he said, that's from God. And that really just moved me and struck me and touched me so deeply, because it's a gift. It's a gift you can choose to use or not, right? There was no explanation other than maybe I needed to be lifted. I told him I was speaking today here, and I said, if you want to watch, I'm going to talk about you for a minute. He probably didn't believe me. And then he pulled out his ID too, and we showed each other our names. It was funny. And it just took less than a minute or 2 minutes, and it was over. But it was really profound, because it taught me that even I don't always walk around with my full strength gift. I mean, I have it within me, but do I use it all the time? I'm not sure that I do. So it got me to think, wow, what a beautiful thing that somebody can offer somebody else, right? Just an acknowledgement of your humanness and your energy and your beingness. Isn't that just amazing? We have that within us. Everybody within the sound of my voice has that. And whether we want to use it or not is our personal decision. Do we want to bless everyone that we come into contact with? Do we want to love unconditionally everyone whom we meet? It's a lot of responsibility and accountability. It's a lot of energy. And at the same time, we're just energetic frequencies that are magnets. And we always want to make sure, and I'm pretty sure we do a pretty good job from this pulpit of saying, all the prayer work is to call forth my highest and best good for my soul's evolution at this very moment in time. Amen. Right? Because we don't need to call in everything. We just need to call in the specific thing that's for your highest and best good in every area of your life, right here and right now at my soul's evolution. And that changes moment to moment. It changes day to day. That's why when you receive readings, they can be amazing, and they're in that moment. And they can change the next day. They can change the next week. They do. And they do change because we change. We have free will, yes. And we want to remind ourselves that we are empowered to make our own choices, our own decisions. And a lot of the teaching with the principles of science of mind, one of the board members, our board president, says this all the time, that the more we learn, the more we become accountable and responsible. The more we grow and unfold and develop, we're like being counted on by Spirit to be utilized, to be used as in the flesh, on the ground. We're boots on the ground. We're spiritual boots on the ground. I am a being in time. I am a time being. No, is that right? Okay. Are you guys a being in time? Yeah. So let's just say it. I am a being for good in this time. Called now. All right. So no matter what you're going through, it has a meaning and it will push you to where you need to be. Synchronicities, for those who do not know, are essentially meaningful coincidences. Well, that person checked with AI too. They are people coming into our lives to show us things, and even having things happen that begin a chain reaction. Synchronistic connections come in many forms. You know what, I was also watching somebody hold a newborn yesterday, going through a line. I mean, what a connection that is. And what a healing, right? There's a healing that happens. I was just watching the healing. I didn't have to say a word. I just got to witness it. It was beautiful. And then when he used the words synchronistic connection and chain reaction, that's how that whole idea, where it's still happening if you want to join in the peace meditations for Ukraine. It's a little bit later now in the PM, I think Pacific time, it's now 11:30 p.m. Pacific time for about 15 minutes, and also 12 noon. So it's high noon every day Pacific time for about 15 minutes. And we have the link on our e-blast. So if you haven't received that, you can see David to participate. And I encourage you to do that, because it's been more than 2 years now. And every day, at least twice a day, people from all over the world gather to proclaim peace in Ukraine and throughout the entire world. And it started out in Switzerland, one of the centers, and that person didn't feel the strength to continue it, but because it was their idea, they thought they can shut it down, and it doesn't work like that. Because when Spirit has an idea, it will provide the means necessary to continue the idea that's for the highest and best good. And so others step forth from throughout the world to continue the spiritual chain reaction for peace in Ukraine and throughout the world. And so that's continued. So you could call it like synchronistic, and then you could think, well, if something amazing that you created happened, it's going to continue, even if you're not able to continue it. Your song lyrics will be legacies that other artists can perform, right? They can choose to do that, and hopefully they will. Right? And if anybody's not sure about Dolly Parton and what a great songwriter Dolly Parton is, Google it, right? And isn't Dolly Parton the lyricist behind like Whitney Houston's song? The whole thing. The greatest love of all, right? I will always love you. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so these things are going to happen. The Spirit is going to use you, right? If you're open. If you're not open, it will go somewhere else. The more you're open, that's why we always open portals. Every time we meet, we're opening our portal, even bigger, bolder, greater, stronger than ever before, right? Because how else can we be used? We have to be willing first, and then we have to actually practice. Everyone who comes into our lives has something to teach us. We all learn from one another on some level, whether you notice it or not. Some people come into our lives to tear us apart, and others are merely here to grow with us. And we learn, don't we, how to bless and release, because there's some things that are tragic that we don't expect. People in our families who pass, or relationships that fall apart and disintegrate, and they're very painful. And then as human beings, we have to figure out a way to survive that. Just as what's happening right now in these war-torn areas, it's just heartbreaking. At least 25 or more just children have died of starvation, right? And you can see it. You can see it if you pay attention and watch the news. People are using oats and things that were meant to feed livestock for themselves to try to survive. They're making a pancake out of it. And I saw a mother say, some days I add sugar. So it's being like, and then I think of the amounts of everything in America that we have. And are we sharing that? Are we giving? Just like that gentleman Mark that looked at another Mark, it didn't matter that we had the same name. His look was giving me what I needed to get through that moment where I was and the moments today. He gave me a gift. And hopefully I acknowledged his gift. It's a little forward to say to somebody how beautiful they are in a way without using those phrases, right? I don't know that person. I probably will never see that person again. That was a really very incredible moment. And it happened so quickly. Did you want to say something? Hold on a second, because no one will be able to hear you. Let me see it. I'm not sure if this is on. Test. Here we go.
In my spiritual journey, one of the homework assignments, if you will, that was pretty shocking actually was, because we are powerful beings, and we all have that capability of looking at someone and acknowledging them, right? Affecting them. Excuse me. And so the task was to gather yourself, and go like to a mall or somewhere where there's a lot of people, right? Where you're going to have to walk through a lot of people. And without saying a word, try to get their attention just by looking at them. To show you how powerful we actually are and how we can heal each other just by being close to each other. And it's shocking how many people you can get. I would say generally over 50% will say hello. without you saying a word. Just that synchronized moment. And it's powerful.
So you may have, this is reminding me of a good point. Thank you, Rosemary. So have you ever just thought about somebody so hard and so for so long and so strong that you call them or they call you or they email you? Like, what do you want? So go ahead.
I just wanted to say that something really powerful that happens is you wake up and you have a song in your mind, and then you turn on the radio in your car, and that's the same song you had in your mind.
Very good, yes. So those are,
It's like random things that happen
yes.
that can't be random.
Or are they? Right, they're not random, right.
Exactly.
And so sometimes when people have passed, and it could be many, many years ago, sometimes I'll come in and there's a song that we played when the person was in the hospital, Wind Beneath My Wings of Bette Midler. At the time it was very popular, and it'll just come on. And there's no talking before or after it. Or We Are Family will come sometimes from Edna, right? It just comes on, and you're like, oh, okay, you're here, I got you. Yeah, and I remember when I was driving that night, I don't think I told Ed that it was a Diana Ross song with the lyrics, something about being free. Do you know that song? Anyway, it was happening in the middle of the night, like at 2 a.m. This song was just on. So you will know what I'm talking about, right? So the 6th type of synchronistic connections from Gerald Sinclair. Those who come to remind you. They're the people who come into our lives to remind us of something important. They evoke knowledge from within us and help us to understand it. These people can and will remain marked on your soul for eternity, whether they are permanently a part of your life or not. And so everybody's had those type of relationships too, right? Some we think will last forever, and they don't. They last for the season. It might be, right, how long is forever? Those who make you grow. This is the second one. These people are the teachers of our souls. They come into our lives to help us become better versions of ourselves. They are there for us in our time of need, and because of them, we're able to better understand who we are and who we are meant to be. The third type, those who are here to stay. These are the people who remain a part of our life forever. They are your support system, and they come in when you need them the most. You'll have far too many to count experiences with these people, and your bond will be far stronger than anything you could have ever imagined. The fourth, those who come to awaken you. These people come into our lives to shake our reality. They're often those who we wish we never met, but learned a lot from. Not everyone you encounter is positive. Negativity is important when it comes to growing as well. The universe knows what you can and cannot handle far better than we do, right? So sometimes we're meant to expand. Some of my master teachers have said you're either pushed or you're pulled to these type of science of mind principles. The fifth type, those who hold space for you. And I really love this. Those who hold space for you. These are the people who come into our lives for a mere moment. They are people who pass you by, and yet still you are able to, and are still able to make you feel less alone in the world. You may only share a few words with them, or even just a glance. These people make an impact when you need one the most. The sixth type, those who are meant to leave. These people were never going to be there for long. They're sent to you so that you can learn from them. As I mentioned above, not every learning experience has to be a positive one. These are the people who come into your life and make you fall in love only to break your heart. That's Gerald Sinclair. Yes, lady with that beret.
I would like to share a really big synchronicity, if I may, that I noticed. So Jonathan Rumi, who plays Jesus in the show The Chosen, I realized last year that he's exactly, if Princess Diana was still alive, they're exactly 13 years apart. And Jesus plays the Son of God, like the S-U-N, and Diana means moon. And they're exactly 13 years apart in their birthdays.
Yes, very good. Very good. And these are all parts of examples in our lives, right, where we can find synchronous moments of synchronicity. All right, so next week is Easter. Does everybody know that?
Yes.
Hence the bunnies that are on the tables. And so I know one person had asked for a specific topic to be talked about, which we're doing open forum in your program. It's going to be changed for next week to Easter. It'll be Easter Sunday. If you want to wear your bonnets and hats, please do. I'm sure there are extra bunny ears. I know you're going to be wearing them in the back, sir, I know you are. If you do, I do. But only for as long as you wear it, I'll wear it. Just for 30 seconds or less. Yes.
I come from a different culture. And I was in Mexico when Easter time. And a small child asked me about the Easter bunny and the Easter thing. And I'm not, we bring the Creator. And I couldn't, because I couldn't put the eggs with the bunny and
Right.
the Christ thing that they, the rising of Christ, right? And so, does anybody know how the heck we got
Of course.
about Easter?
Of course. It's probably a greeting card company.
And how that relates to
Yeah, we're gonna. We'll talk about it for after service. Yeah, for sure. We'll talk about it after service, and of course, I just wanted to remind everybody you're welcome to participate however you want in next Sunday. And if there's still topics, please leave them in the box below. Also, we're going to do in the tithing portion, we're going to do Dream Band collection here, Ukraine in the back, and your general contributions to the ushers. So I'm grateful and thankful to everyone present. Thank you all. Blessings. And it is now the offering?
Yes.
So it's our time of conscious giving. So I want to invite you to the ushers are coming forth, and it's our time for conscious giving. So we take our tithes and our gifts and our offerings, and we know that the same portal from which we give is the same portal from which we receive. So we want to be generous givers, and we want to be receptive receivers as well, right? It's just as important to be receptive and open to your greatest and highest good for abundance and wealth, cash, funds, and money. So if you agree with the affirmation, you can say with me, from the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world. And it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it perfectly is.
Thank you for giving. Thank you for receiving, and thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for believing, and thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love, it's ever growing. You are a vessel of that love. So thank you for caring, and bless you for your sharing. And thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
So I invite the congregation to outstretch our hands toward the offerings that are received. Know that they come in all week long, and we're grateful for that. If you want to sign up for weekly giving, whether you're here or not, there is a form that you can fill out. You can see Ed in the back, or Eileen in the office, or Ann, and fill one out. And we're grateful to know that CRS Redlands continues for the next 70 years with ease and with grace, with your love and your kind, generous, unconditional, loving support. Together we say, and so it is. All right. And now what? Announcements. Ann Spear is coming forth for the announcements. Thank you, Ann, our board member.
Thank you, Brother Mark. So cute. All right. please speak with myself or Jean if you wish to donate a meal or your time to volunteer for our cold weather women's shelter. That is still happening, and if you are remote, you can make a donation online and just designate that for the women's shelter, or you can go to crsredlands.org/meal and sign up to donate a meal. The ladies would forever love you for that. Ask Holly or David, they're both here today, about volunteering at the Saturday Farmers Market in Redlands. It's downtown Redlands. It's a great little event, and I'm sure David and Holly would love to have your help. Saturday, April 27th will be our next metaphysical fair. I am super excited about this. We have wonderful readers signed up for this and vendors. If you have any questions about our metaphysical fair, you can email me at events@crsredlands.org, and I will answer any questions you have. Also, right after service, we have potluck at the back for fellowship, so please join us. Thank you, everyone.
Grab your shakers. I used to think I'd always be alone, separate, misunderstood. Spent my days in quiet desperation, but on the outside things looked good. Then I discovered the error of my thinking, the lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Oh, why did it take so many years? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am going with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am going with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open, wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. No separation except what I imagine. And I imagine separation.